Have you ever felt so tired that your bones ache? Not just your body, but your soul. You've been walking for so long, carrying so much, that you feel like you cannot take one more step. You look at the road ahead. It's long, it's dark, and you just want to sit down and give up. But what if I told you that the very step you don't want to take is the only one that can save you? What if the finish line is not at the end of the road, but just beyond the point where you decided to stop? Today, I want to tell you a story about a man, a mountain, and the power of one single step. A step he took when his legs were screaming at him to stop. A step that changed everything. This is a story about you, about me, about all of us. Visuals shift to a cheerful, bustling village scene. People are smiling, a blacksmith works, children play. Asterisk, narrator. In a small village nestled in the valley lived a young man named Arjun. Arjun was known for his spirit. He was the fastest runner in the village, the hardest worker in the fields. He had dreams, big dreams. He wanted to see the world beyond the hills. He wanted to build a house for his mother, a house with a real roof, not just straw. Life was good. It was simple. He had hope. But you see, life doesn't always follow our plan. The road is not always smooth. One day, while working in the forest, a heavy branch fell from a tall tree. It happened in a second. A flash of pain, a loud crack, and then silence. When Arjun woke up, he was in his small hut. His mother was crying, and his right leg, it was wrapped in cloth, and it was still. The village healer did what he could, but the damage was deep. He told Arjun, "You will walk again, my son, but you will never run. The mountain trails, the long journeys, they are behind you now." Music shifts to a somber, low tone. Music shifts to a somber, low tone. Astrishta, imagine that. Imagine someone telling you that the thing you loved most, the future you had painted in your mind, is gone. For months, Arjun sat by the window. He watched his friends go to work. He watched children run and play. He looked at the hills he once climbed and felt a deep, aching pain in his chest, a pain worse than his leg. He became a shadow of himself. He stopped talking. He stopped hoping. He would tell his mother, "What is the point? I cannot walk properly. I cannot work. I am a burden." His dream of seeing the world, it was dead. The road ahead of him looked impossible. He couldn't even walk to the end of the village without pain. Visuals. Arjun sitting inside his dark hut, head in his hands. His mother looks at him with worry from the doorway. Asterisk narrator. One evening, a wise old woman from the village came to visit him. Her name was Bua. She was known for her simple but powerful words. She sat down next to Arjun. She didn't say anything for a long time. She just looked at the hills with him. Finally, she spoke. Her voice was soft, like a gentle breeze. "Arjun," she said, "do you see that mountain? The one with the small shrine at the top?" Arjun nodded, not really caring. "I visit that shrine every morning," Bua said. "I have done it for 40 years. Arjun looked at her. She was old, her back bent, her legs thin. The mountain was steep. It took a fit person an hour to climb. "You?" Arjun asked, surprised. "But how?" Bua smiled. "I will tell you a secret. I don't climb the mountain." Arjun was confused. "What do you mean?" Music becomes soft, mysterious, and thoughtful. Asterisk narrator. Asterisk Bua leaned closer. "I don't look at the top of the mountain, Arjun. I never have. 40 years ago, the top seemed impossible, so I stopped looking at it. Instead, I look at my feet. I look at the ground right in front of me." She continued, "I just tell myself one thing every single day. Bua, just take one more step. Not to the top, just one more step. And when I take that step, I look for the next one. That's it. One step, then another. And somehow, my feet always reach the shrine. Arjun listened. It sounded too simple, too easy. "You don't understand, Bua," Arjun said, his voice cracking with emotion. "My leg, it hurts. It hurts with every step. I can't even walk to the well. I can't." Bua stopped him. She put her hand on his heart. "The pain is real, my child." "I know, but tell me, is the pain in your leg stopping you, or is the fear of the mountain stopping you?" She stood up to leave. At the door, she turned back and said, "Tomorrow morning, don't try to walk to the mountain. Don't try to walk to the well. Just try to take one step outside this door. Just one. And if you can do that, come find me." Visuals, early morning. The first rays of sunlight enter Arjun's room. He is awake, looking at the door. Asterisk, narrator. That night, Arjun didn't sleep. Bua's words echoed in his mind. Just one step. The next morning, the world felt different. The air was fresh. The birds were singing. Arjun looked at the door. It was only 5 steps away. 5 small steps. But to him, it felt like 5 miles. His leg throbbed just thinking about it. He remembered Bua's words, "Don't look at the mountain. Look at your feet." He slowly, painfully moved to the edge of his cot. He put his good foot on the floor. Then he gently placed his injured foot down. A sharp pain shot up his leg. He winced. He looked at the door. Just one step. He pushed himself up, using the wall for support. He balanced. His heart was pounding. Then he did it. He lifted his good foot and moved it forward. Just a few inches. Then he dragged his injured foot to meet it. He had taken one step. Tears welled up in his eyes. It wasn't the step itself. It was what the step meant. For the first time in months, he had moved forward. He wasn't just sitting still anymore. Music swells with emotion, a sense of triumph and hope. Asterisk, narrator. He took another step, and another. By the time he reached the door, he was sweating and shaking. But he was there. He opened the door. The sunlight hit his face. It felt warm. It felt new. He looked towards the mountain. It was still huge. It was still far away. But he wasn't looking at the top anymore. He looked down at his feet. He saw the dusty path leading away from his hut. And he saw Bua, sitting on a rock a little way down the path, waiting for him with a gentle smile. He took one more step out of the doorway, then another towards her. He was walking, slowly, painfully, but walking. Not towards the mountain, just towards Bua, just one step at a time. Visuals, Arjun walking slowly with Bua. Then, a montage of him getting stronger, walking further each day. Finally, we see him at the base of the mountain, looking up, but this time there's a small, determined smile on his face. Asterisk, narrator. Arjun didn't climb the mountain that day, or the next week, or even the next month. But he did take one step every single day. Some days he took 10 steps, some days he took 100. On bad days when the pain was too much, he only took 1. But he never stopped taking that one step. He learned Bua's secret. He learned that you don't conquer a mountain by thinking about the top. You conquer it by putting one foot in front of the other, again and again, until you run out of ground. Months later, Arjun finally made it to the small shrine at the top of the mountain. He didn't run. He didn't feel like a hero. He just felt peaceful. He had proven something to himself. He had learned that the human spirit is not broken by a fall. It is only broken when we refuse to take the next step. Music reaches its emotional peak, then fades to a calm, reflective melody. Asterisk, narrator, look at your own life. What is your mountain today? Is it a broken relationship? Is it a dream that seems dead? Is it a habit you can't break? Is it the fear of starting something new? You are looking at the top. It looks impossible. The road is too long. The pain is too much. You feel like you cannot walk. But listen to me carefully. You don't have to climb the mountain today. You don't have to fix your entire life by next week. You just have to take one step, one honest conversation, one small application, 1 minute of exercise, 1 page of a book, 1 minute of silence, 1 prayer. Just one step when you feel you can't walk. Visuals, a serene shot of the sunset over the mountain. Text on screen. What is your one step today? Asterisk, narrator, asterisk, that one step, that single, painful, courageous step, that is the step that changes everything, because it proves to your soul that you are still moving, you are still alive. You are still in the fight. So, whenever you feel like giving up, remember Arjun, remember Boa. Look at your feet and take one more step. Music fades out. End screen with subscribe button and video recommendations.